Kick-off here in the second half at Loftus Versfeld in the first of two semi-finals, the Carling Curry Cup. Vodacom Bulls leading, and I'm not joking, 38 points to 12. Can you believe it? In the first half, that scoreline is incredible.
Yeah, that's what we would love to see, that scoreline at the end of the game, wouldn't we, Marcos? I said at halftime is unbelievable.
It's testament to the play style of the Vodacom Bulls under Jake White. I mean, they've really opened up. They haven't been afraid to throw the ball around a little bit, to look for the space and to exploit it as well. And they've scored some simply sensational tries.
Yeah, it's been set pieces been good, like we spoke about just before the end of the half. Set pieces have been quality. The outside backs have been getting the ball, their hands on the ball, and high balls have been just chased up by guys like Madosh Tam, where we've really come to the fold. So yeah, I'm happy to see this, Marcos.
But it's an early opportunity here for Western Province. They have possession pretty much on our 22-metre line. Skarren Tabeni, the two-cap Springbok, will look to find, in this case, it's Hakjiva Daimani. And again, the height limitations of the DHL Western Province forward pack really showing their colours, and they're struggling to compete with the
beautiful kick,
the giants of the Vodacom Bulls. And as KK said, great kick from Jan Goosen. Sergio Peterson will look to counter, puts it up in the air. Jan Goosen, it's a tough one to collect. It's out on the floor.
Yeah, necessary. I must go back.
Very well judged there by Johan Goosen. Great presence of exactly where the whitewash was.
Definitely, and that's pressure. That's what pressure does, when you start, going helter-skelter in the way you're playing. So that was just that by the Vodacom Bulls.
And when you 38-12 down at half-time in a Curry Cup final or semi-final, should I say? Yeah. I mean, how do you come out in the second half? I mean, what do you do? How do you change things? It's a tough place to be.
You're 38-12 down. You're at Loftus Versfeld. Everything's going against you. It's going to take a mammoth task for the DHL West Bromwich to get back into this.
And kicks out on the full certainly don't help your cause whatsoever. No. Jan Hendrik Wessels. He finds Ulrich Lowe, Zuckberger. The Bulls are so dangerous off set piece. Here they go again. Harold Forster.
Oh, great carry.
Tucks it and goes. Spins the ears back. Jan Goosen, the goose, Ruan Nokia, has worked his tail off this evening. Morne Smith. It's a knock on. As a result, DHL Western Province will have a scrum in their own half, just as the Vodacom Bulls were looking to unleash, blow the top of the defense.
Yeah. Big first scrum of the second half here. The scrums have been, both teams have found some sort of parity. No team has actually really dominated at scrum time. It's been a nice clean ball for whichever team has the put in. So that's been nice to see. Scrums have been nice and clean. But I think that's testament to what we're talking about in terms of two front rows that are very tried and tested, and two front rows that are strong front rows. But we've just had the edge in terms of around the park rugby.
One point I'd like to make mention of, and we spoke about it in the first half, is how threatening we look off the back of lineouts. When we go midfield, either we set up a ruck in midfield via Anu Buerta, and he gets over the advantage line and we can attack either side, or we go to Harold Forster and he always beats his first man and makes something happening. We look so dangerous, and I've got a feeling we're going to score a couple more set piece tries this evening.
Definitely. Daimani, your Bulls he's been good, hasn't he?
Yeah, he gets the offload going to Dion Fourie. Western Province looking to break out from deep. Madosh Tambwe hangs on and makes the tackle, but Western Province have crept all the way up to our halfway line. Great counter-ruck, Vodacom Bulls. They've made it scrappy. Western Province struggling to deal with the ball now, but they've come away with it.
Oh!
Another big hit. Lionel Mapu on Sergio Peterson. Folds him in half. Here comes Dan Duplessis. He gets over the advantage line, beats the first man. Jan Hendrik's over that ball. Jan Hendrik's stolen it. Illegally so, says the referee. Wow. Jan Hendrik Wessels, he's tough to move when he gets over that. 120 kgs at hooker.
I mean, this man is a monster. Seeing him earlier this afternoon, Mark, I couldn't believe the size of the boy. He's huge. And John Marcos, just quickly, just to the fans, remember that we are giving away a 1997 Puma replica kit, Vodacom Bulls kit. All you must do is share our post, give us your best comment or words of support, and you could be lucky enough to win that jersey.
That's a serious prize to walk away with. Western Province now have a line out, almost on the 22-metre line of the Vodacom Bulls. Skarren Tabeni. Goes straight to Leon Lyons in the front. Ruan Nokia almost manages to intercept it. Who would have thought? Unlikely candidate for an interception, Ruan Nokia. Just hits it into the air, almost managed to jump onto the end of it. Just out of reach, even for the man at 6'7". Scrum time for DHL Western Province. They've really struggled in the lineouts. I mean, we identified at the start of the game that they were going to have some real problems with the just lack of height in their pack. I mean, you can see it right in front of us. The height difference is immense. Ans van Rijn and Johan de Tooy more comfortable on the side of the scrum, both been thrown into the second row without Samuel Murad, without Marvin Ori, without JD Schikkeling. As a result, they've got a very short pack and they can't compete with our giants in the sky.
Yeah, they really can't in the sky, Marcus. And also, it's not just the height, just the size of the men. You know, it just feels like at times it's like you said earlier, it's giants amongst boys here at times. You know, really dominating these boys, and I think, yeah, it bodes well for the Vodacom Bulls.
As you said earlier, scrums have kind of been 50-50. It could go either way. We've got another one here, opportunity to maybe get an upper hand. It's a strong scrum. Western Province looking to come away with it quickly. Dan du Plessis goes on the inside. It was a dummy run by Paul de Vet, who gets tackled and tracked well by Lionel Mapu. Defensively, he's put on a masterclass today.
Yeah, he has. Defensively and an attack. He's just been so good again, Marcus. What a signing. What a
incredible signing. Jake White, Edgar Rathbone, Vodacom Bulls staff, well done. That's bringing Lionel Mapu back to Loftus. He did play for the Vodacom Bulls in 2013 between Japanese sojourns. Here come Western Province. That's a brilliant take by Sergio Peterson. He's found some space and he finds Edwil van der Merwe. And Western Province managed to draw first blood.
Edwil van der Merwe goes over the whitewash.
Sergio Peterson did very well to collect that ball. It was behind him. He managed to stick a hand out, and I still don't know how he held on to it. And he passed it on the outside and found a willing carrier in Edwil van der Merwe. (17:38) is the score now in the first half. Sergio Peterson running a great line just off the ruck, and he's got a willing try scorer, as always, Edwil van der Merwe on his inside. Good support line run by the man who formerly played for Marties and is now on his way, almost on a plane to Johannesburg after this game. Should they not make the Carling Currie Cup final, we certainly don't think that they will.
No, I wonder if he's packed his bags already, Marcus, and has moved on up to Gauteng.
And he gets folded like laundry by Ruan Nakia off the restart.
Oh, that was horrible.
And they're clear. Western Province looking down the throat of Johan Goosen. He'll kick it back. We'll play some ping pong now. Oh, high as well. High kick.
Yeah, beautiful kick there. Chased well. Sergio Peterson, ankle tap there.
He can be dangerous. We forget just how dangerous Sergio Peterson can be. I harken back to his 2018 season when he was playing for the Cheetahs, and he was the top try scorer in that competition. Almost earned a balk call-up as a result. Western Province going down the blind side again. This could be a penalty in the reckoning. Tackle off the ball. Here goes Maros Tambwe. Beats one, beats two. And we will go back for that penalty. There was a tackle off the ball. Cynical play by the Vodacom Bulls, just as Province were threatening, and we can't afford to let these men from the Cape open up now.
No, we can't. The game is not yet just done. We need to nullify in the second half. We need to finish what we started, don't we, Marcus? We normally don't start the game off so well, but now we need to start the game well and finish the game well. So, yeah.
We must remember that teams can climb mountains. We climbed a mountain in the Carling Currie Cup final. Took over 100 minutes to win that game against Sharks, and we had to come back and score 2 tries to stay in the hunt. It wasn't a margin as drastic as this, but it was a significant margin nonetheless, and Western Province are certainly not out of this game. There's some class acts in that lineup. They can definitely come back.
And certainly not out of this game, Marcus. And I think Mark Bromfield makes a point saying that just stick to the game plan, Bulls. It's your game. And I think he's right. We just stick to the game plan. We defend well. We minimise the mistakes like we have in the first half. We will get over the whitewash. So keep them coming. To all the Bulls fans at home, you can win the 1997 replica kit.
Big more here for DHL Western Province. They've done very well to stymie our mauls on defense. They're looking quite potent now with the ball at the back of theirs. At the 22-meter line, here they come. Dan du Plessis steps on the inside. He's looked very dangerous. Good tackle by Marcel Coetzee, low on the ankles. Western Province looking threatening now, KK. Here they come again. They're well into our 22-meter line.
We're over that. We're over that.
He's isolated.
Come
and
on.
Yes, please. Well done. Exceptional work there. Looks like it's Ulrich Lowe got over it.
Yeah.
Crucial. Just as Province were looking to open up and increase the start of their second half account on the scoreboard, Ulrich Lowe comes up with a peach.
Yeah, beautiful.
Raktan.
Yeah, Ulrich Lowe, doing what he does best. And Marcus, as we see the wily Sloppy Joe. To all the fans who watch that episode of Sloppy Joe, the man's making his way up the stairs. I mean, this is also Mammoth, the ex Office head boy. Lovely to see him coming up the stairs. How's it, Joe?
For those in studio, we are joined here by Joe van Sale, Vodacom Bulls hooker. Joe, I'll ask you the first question. At half-time, I mean, what was said in the locker room? Who could have predicted a scoreline like that in the first half of a semi-final?
Yeah, yes, Mark. Okay, lucky to be here. Yes, I think perfect start for us. For the first 10 minutes, first 30 minutes, I think the tries we gave off was some sloppy defense and discipline errors and stuff. But I think just if we can slow the game a bit down and handle it like a semi-final, we'll back this one.
Yeah, and Joe, don't you think that in terms of discipline, we've been a lot better than previous games? You know, this game we really have minimized discipline. At the breakdown, it's a lot more cleaner. What are your quick thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. I think that the amount of penalties of us definitely went down, and that's helping us. And I think you can look at the score and you'll see that it's something we've worked on. We're getting results on that.
Yeah, and also, Joe, it was lucky to see you on the park the other day. How did that feel?
No, it was great, yes. Lovely to be back. It was only 20 minutes, but felt like 60. My lungs changed a bit, but no, it was lovely. My ankle is 100% and I'm firing again.
Last question before you let you go, Joe. What would the message be to the boys to finish this game off? Of course, Western Province, class act. The game's not done. How do we ensure that we maintain this lead and win the game?
I think if we stick in our system and we have good discipline on defense, I think we can back this one.
Most definitely. Thanks so much, Joe van Sale, joining us, Vodacom Bulls hooker. Really appreciate your time, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, what a lovely chap is it, Marcos. Sloppy Joe.
Absolute legend of the game, on and off the field, Joe van Sale. As we watch scrum time here, immediately goes to ground. Haven't had too many resets, interestingly. It's been quite a clean act at scrum time.
Mm-hmm. It has been quite a clean act.
I mean, as we said with Joe van Sale, this game is by no means dead in the water. Western Province certainly have the capacity to come back. It would be a tough mountain to climb, but we cannot and should not let them score any more points in this. We need to kill this game off soon, in my opinion, and we certainly have the potential to do so.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, Marcos, not too many resets here, but I'm sure a second bite at the chomp.
Second bite at the cherry.
No, that was supposed to be a joke, Marcos. Yeah, guys, like we're about to feed. Marcus giving me a hard time on Loftus here.
As always. Big scrum here required, Vodacom Bulls. They need to flex their muscles now. Angling in, Odeja, Western Province, and they go to ground, and the penalty has been awarded to the Vodacom Bulls. There it is. We've been asking for it. Yeah. They delivered, KK. We've been asking for some dominance at scrum time.
Yeah, but one of the props lost their bind, which was quite interesting to see. It's a new man who's come onto the field.
Immediately go for posts. Interesting call. I like it. I like the call. Keep the scoreboard ticking.
And also, it looks the scoreboard looks a lot more, a lot more daunting when it's north of 40 points.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. On the other side of 40, 100% agree with that. Again, good scrum, Vodacom Bulls. We've been waiting for a little bit of dominance there, and an extra shove, something to milk a penalty. It's been pretty tight at scrum time. They delivered as Johan Goosen eyes up the post at Loftus Versfeld. He's been sensational with ball in hand and off the boot. Sweet. Off the
it's
boot.
Like a golf swing, isn't it? He just strikes it so well.
His mechanics are just perfect. Yeah. His technique, sublime. The distance that he's able to generate when he puts boot to ball, awe-inspiring.
Yeah, it's lovely to watch. Inspired.
Beautiful kick. Johan Goosen. We pull out a 41-19 lead at Loftus Versfeld in a Colin Currie Cup semi-final. Who would have thought? Vodacom Bulls putting on a show this evening.
Yeah, Sharks and Griquas better be watching this game and better be prepared to face this machine.
Lano Mapu wins the short restart. Lano Mapu has just been everywhere this evening. He's been a sensation. Zuckerberger, Johan Goosen, it's low to the ground. He finds grass, dribbles into touch. Looks like decent kick. Nice work keeping Province on their heels. and
Yeah,
trotting back into their
Yeah,
half.
Lionel Mapu is literally like a young bull, and there's no pun intended. He's literally like a young bull. You know, he's just. I feel like he's just come out of high school. The way he plays, Marcos, is really good. Enjoyed watching him play.
Defensively, I mean, we know what he can do with the ball in his hands, but defensively, he's really stepped up tonight, and he's winding back the clock. Is Lionel Mapu. Province win a line out. Here they go. Sergio Peterson, he's injected a bit of life as Dion Fourie fights for every meter he can. He will all night long. For sheer again, it's a strong low tackle by his opposition tight head Mornay Smith. Province needing to create something from nothing really. Offloading in their own half. Paul de Vet, Hakjiva Daimani always shows the footwork first.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Looks like it's been stolen at rucksaam by the Vodacom Bulls.
Hello, that's Marcos. He's something else, isn't he? Here we go.
Vodacom Bulls counter attack here. David Creel, Lionel Mapu. Cornel Hendricks puts it on the boot. Lionel Mapu chases, but he was ahead of the kicker.
Yeah, I did look ahead there. He did.
Fair.
Yeah, miles ahead there.
Yeah, I would have liked to let it go just to see what happens, but fair enough. Lionel Mapu, a stud ahead of Cornel Hendricks, probably a little bit more than that, but I'm a biased commentator.
Yeah, but Lionel Mapu, he literally is like a kid set out of high school. He just wants to be everywhere, wants to get his hands on the ball. He's just such a busybody, and we call him a veteran. I mean, this man.
Decent banana kick by Russie's son Tim Sweel there. This lineout is right ahead of us. DHL Western Province's bench, they're looking very quiet.
Yeah, looking depleted. They know they're facing a different animal today.
Yeah. They find Ans van Rijn at the front of the lineout. They get them all going. It looks like a well-oiled machine here in front of us. Inching towards our 22-meter line. Vodacom Bulls counter. The ball's gone down. Illegally so. Paul de Vet. Sergio Peterson in midfield. He's really looked threatening with ball in hand, and especially in the second half. And the penalty. Again, tap and go Paul de Vet. Netling for sheer. Works up ahead of steam.
Yeah, but VP have really found a gust of wind, haven't they, Marcos? They're really attacking our whitewash here. Bulls under big pressure here.
Big shots by the Vodacom Bulls defense. Inches out of their own try line. Heels kissing their whitewash. Can they keep them out? We'll go back for the penalty. To Western Province. Joey Mongolo, defense coach, screaming at Madosh Tambwe to get onto the flank there. Western Province could tap and go and do a cross kick. There's acres of space there on the right wing for Ruan Null.
Yeah,
As we see the sheep warming up.
Yeah, Marcus, Joe Mongolo, giving orders out to the defense, as he's the defensive general of this team, and he's really giving orders out. And lovely to see as he runs on. The man.
Defense for Joe is almost like a matrix. He sees through it. He knows exactly what's happening before it happens, and he's always on it. And he's probably one of, if not the most vocal man on the sidelines at every Vodacom Bulls game.
And I love to see that, especially when you're on defense, when you've got when you're used to hearing that at practice, you hear it on the side of the pitch. It must be just so motivating to know. Okay, Uncle Joey is telling us to do this, and that. Be there, come in, go out. Yeah.
Well, we spoke at length in the pre-show about the impact that the bench would have, as we say that Jacques Duplessis in the number 19 jersey, and we'll never get used to seeing the size of this man. He gets ready to take the field along with Simpu Matanzima and Jacques van Rooyen.
But also, Marcus, I'm saying geez to that band, the three men who are about to take the field. I mean, I feel sorry for this VPA team. My goodness.
Doesn't get any easier when you've got the likes of Jacques Duplessis, Jacques van Rooyen, and Simpu Matanzima taking the field.
Men who are all on great form. I cannot pick one player in the whole Bull squad that is not on form at the moment, even bench when starting. It's it must be so demoralizing for VPA.
But especially Matanzima, he had an incredible cameo against the Cheetahs. He was in sublime form, and he's a guy who's fighting for a spot in a very tight and busy loosehead prop room with the likes of Gerard Steenekamp, Lizo Kuboka. Not a lot of space to move. Three very sensational players.
Yes, definitely. And Lizo Kuboka's got his work cut out for him when he comes back, Marcos. Because
scrum time. Last scrum was very much in the favour of the Vodacom Bulls. 5 meters out from their own try line. Can they contain Western Province? The score is 41-19 to those listening at home. 22 minutes to go at Loftus Versfeld in the first of two Colin Currie Cup semi-finals.
41-19, yes, you heard that right. Mark is right. It is 41-19 on Loftus Versfeld in what is supposedly a derby.
That being said, Province have an opportunity to score a consolation try here. Big scrum required from the Vodacom Bulls pack. Much vaunted Vodacom Bulls pack. The scrum goes down legally from both sides. Province switch points of attack. Dan du Plessis, Edwin van der Merwe, he's got space in front of him. It's cut off by Zuckerberg. He gets pushed into touch. He has not scored that try, in my opinion.
I don't think he scored that. I don't think
wants to go
scored
upstairs.
That.
He wants
but
to go upstairs.
Cornel Hendricks, I think he did very well there to take him out of his stride. He shot up like he picked his moment and he executed well there. I think
there were acres of space ahead of the man, but the space closed down very quickly by Cornel Hendricks and Zuckerberg working in tandem. I think they've done just enough to prevent the lethal left winger from touching down. We'll go upstairs, of course. Province have looked much more dangerous on attack, especially in the second half.
Well, I think it was expected. As long as our defense can, it was expected because when you look at the scoreboard, they're going to have to try and get something. This is Championship rugby. They want to make this hit the finals. This is their last chance. So it was expected. If we can just keep our composure on defense going forward, I'm sure we've got this, Marcos.
And once again, a reminder to all those at home, if you would like to win a 1997 Vodacom Bulls jersey, make sure you comment with a question or just a message of encouragement for the boys, and make sure you share the post as well if you want to be in the running for that jersey. Edwin van der Merwe has put that ball down. There's grounding with hand and grass simultaneously. Did he go out? It's the only question mark. He definitely grounded it.
The VPA team is convinced.
They're trotting back. They think he scored it. He did very well. If he scored this, I mean, all credit to Edwin van der Merwe, because it's a sensational finish if he's done so.
That's the mark of a great winger, isn't it, Marcus, to finish in those tight areas.
Well, we spoke about how dangerous this man was going to be in the build-up to this game. No try. He's out.
No try.
He's out.
Yeah,
Western Province benches in disbelief.
And Marcus, Mark Bromfield, just agreeing with us with the bomb squad, saying the bomb squad is going to take the game away from VOP. And I think I agree with you, Bromfield. Actually, I know I agree with you there. I think once we're going to go on there with those tired VOP legs, we're just going to completely dominate them. But keep them coming. As Mark said, you can win the 1997 replica kit, and make sure you share the post. Please make sure you share the post. Lots of love from Loftus Versfeld.
Well, as we say that, the bomb squad's still waiting to take the field. We've gone back for a penalty for Western Province after Edwin van der Merwe was just about pushed into touch. They're opting for a scrum again. Just over 20 minutes to go. Loftus Versfeld in the semi-final. Hakjiva Diomani leaves the field. Namakaba seems to have taken a spot. Hakjiva's put in a mammoth shift as the 8th man, formerly playing for the Lions. He's done his job with aplomb. He's worked very well in the wider spaces, used his footwork to beat defenders rather than brute force. That's his bread and butter. He's worked well in a dysfunctional line out, so I think kudos to him. He's had a good shift today.
Yeah. It's hard to pick roses in this unfortunate performance on VOP, but he's been good. I'll give credit.
Rose amongst the thorns.
Wrongs are and sharp thorns.
That said, they do have a scrum, do DHL Western Province, just 5 meters out from our line. The scrum immediately shoots up. No word yet from the ref. He's going to have a restart. It went up before it went forward, so fair enough. We'll have another restart, and this plays right into the Vodacom Bulls' hands with 20 minutes to go. 41-19 in the clear.
And some credit to the referee, Marcos. I think he's had a decent game for sure.
We
as rugby supporters, we can be very critical of refs sometimes. I think today I can't fault him. He's been very consistent, and that's what you like to see.
Yeah, the scrum just immediate shove from the Vodacom Bulls. They look to have the better of Western Province there before it turned. I think that scrum could have been a penalty awarded to the Vodacom Bulls there. We'll have another look at this, but I think because they got the better of Province there, the ref might in the back of his mind be already inkling towards a penalty Vodacom Bulls way. Let's see. Scrum immediately drops. The penalty this
goes
time
the opposite
goes
way.
against the Bulls. Here comes Western Province. They've tapped and went. Tim Swirl's about a meter out. They're over the line almost. They're breathing down the neck of the Vodacom Bulls. Big defense required here. Vodacom Bulls scrambling. And there's a knock-on by Netling for sure. With the try line beckoning, the big tight head prop just spilt the ball, and there is a massive celebration on the sideline. Joey Mongalo leading the charge there.
Yeah, and then Netling for share's hands slipping and sliding. He has a horrible hands there. Lovely to see.
It's like he had daggers for fingers there when that ball just shot off of them.
I mean, Captain Hook would have gotten a better hold onto that ball, Marcos.
Or Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, with that golden hand.
Yeah, he had fingers like spitting cobras. That ball just shot away. As a result, and a big cheer here for Morne Smith, Gerrit Steenekamp and Janku Swanepoel.
Big shift from the boys. Big shift.
Massive, mammoth shift. Let's see what Matanzima, Jacques Van Rooyen and Jacques Duplessis can do at scrum time. They have an opportunity to really establish themselves physically in this contest. Still 19 minutes to go here at Loftus.
Yeah, 90 minutes to go, and it's wonderful. We've really taken the pressure in. That's what we wanted to see. Our defense has held, and the ball's gone the opposite way, and now we move.
And that was a big statement defensively to keep Province out. The try line was a stud away from them there, and the scrum's gone down. You back Matanzima and Van Rooyen to win a penalty.
Definitely, most definitely. And I'm keen to see Matanzima, open play to get that his mitts on the ball. To be wonderful to see.
And he makes a big impact at breakdown as well. 1-2 breakdown penalties against the Cheetahs in about 15-20 minutes.
Yeah. He's a mobile number one, isn't he?
I know Jake White is a massive fan of Matanzima. Loves the way he approaches the game. He's not an overly enormous loose head prop, but he's so mobile, aggressive, gets the basics well, does the basics well, good at scrum time, good at the breakdown. And he's got a turn of pace on him as well.
Oh, he does. He's a deceptively quick boy, isn't he?
Big scrum here, KK. Let's see what our boys can manufacture at scrum time. Looking at Jacques Van Rooyen on the closer side to us.
Let's go. Oh, good shot.
Hit.
Good first hit there. Let's keep that in. Here we go, boys.
Scrum's
Here we go now.
Vodacom Bulls have dominated and they've won the penalty.
That's what you love to see, baby. Woo! Oh, they've celebrated that like it's a try, though, the Vodacom Bulls. What a scrum. That's Jacques Van Rooyen, Matanzima. Instant impact, Marcos.
And don't underestimate the involvement of Jacques Duplessis scrumming behind them.
Yeah.
He packs a punch, does the 2 meter, 120 odd kg behemoth. That's exactly what you want to see. And out of jail, the Vodacom Bulls. They live to fight another day. Beautiful kick, Jan Goosen.
Unreal.
Poetry in motion, that scrum and that clearance. And now if we can have a turnaround here and score a try, that'll be the nail in the coffin.
And Marcos, and just to add some, to add some salt to the wound there. And actually, Keegan Johannes, he's also been giving some orders on the side of the field. Another man, and I think Vieja Steenkamp as well. Oh my goodness, Marcos, it's trouble for Viepa coming here. The Blue Bomb Squad is officially on its way.
Yeah, Keegan Johannes is going to up the tempo big time when he takes the field. That's his thing. He injects life into the back line.
And I wouldn't want to be tackling a fresh Vieja Steenkamp as well when I'm nice and tired.
Viepa meet Vieja.
Yeah.
Ronokia, quick line out. Zach Burger
Zach.
dummies and goes.
He's been good, hasn't he?
Jacques Duplessis into the fray immediately, carries. Beats the first man as he always does. Zach Burger eyeing the blind side. We might go back to the open. We just inside Western Province territory here on the 10-meter line. We go pod. Marcel Kutsia. Jan Goosen. He goes to the boot. Cross kick for Madosh Tambwe. Meets
Takes
him.
a while.
He's got it, but he's been driven back meters. Back to the halfway line. We kick now. There's acres of space. Oodles of space in the backfield. Edwin van der Merwe scrambling to recover, and he clears. And he clears, and it's out. But it's not a good clearance by any stretch.
Pressure. Oh, trouble in paradise for the DHL Western Province. Yeah.
Line out here for the Vodacom Bulls. Well into DHL Western Province territory. We've got about 15 minutes left on the clock. For those listening at home, we are 41.90 in the clear. And again, another reminder, if you want to win that Vodacom Bulls jersey, make sure you comment, word of encouragement or a question, and make sure you share the post as well. You could be walking away with that beautiful Puma 1997 replica jersey. Courtesy of us.
Yes. Yep. 41-19. As Mark is nursing an injury from commentating. And yes, we have seen Keegan Johannes take the park. And I'm sure VAS to have VS Tennekamp will take the park soon. And yeah.
Is it too early for man of the match predictions here, KK?
Marcus, for me, like honestly, for me, it's two men. It's between Zach Berger and Lionel Mapu. For Zach Berger, because the way he's controlled the game, Zach Berger, he's been involved in everything. And then Lionel Mapu, of course, for his heroics on defense. You know how he's on attack when he's ball in hand. He's been so dangerous. So I'm looking at those two men. Yourself?
Yeah, as the lineout goes astray, that's the first lineout that's really hasn't gone according to plan. I agree. I think Lionel Mapu especially has been phenomenal. I don't know what more a guy like Renokia needs to do to get a man of the match award. And then, as we say, that Lionel Mapu, with the picture-perfect tackle and the knock-on, is forced by the Vodacom Bulls, and as a result, we'll get a scrum. I mean, Lionel Mapu.
He's been exceptional, hasn't he?
Just buries his shoulder deep into the sternum. Ball just pops out as a result of the force.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for the first time we can agree. Maybe should we both agree on Lionel Mapu?
I think so far. I mean, there's still 15 minutes to go.
Unless someone scores like 4 tries now.
Has been just sensational. Yeah. I don't know. We went from being at a point where we were struggling with centres to now we've got a surplus of them. Lionel Mapu, Stedman Gans, Harold Foster, Conor Hendricks, Marco Jansen van Vuren.
Yeah. Here we go. I think Keegan Johannes to Fiji. I think this is another. I think they're in trouble here. I think the rollerblades may come out here, Marcos, for VP.
Attack. If the last scrum was anything to go by. And we get the shove on. It's a big scrum. Advantage.
It's that time.
Province were offside as well. Harold Foster tucks it and goes. Good tackle fight, Harold Foster. Matanzima, first opportunity for him.
Beautiful.
Quick hands. Cornwall Hendricks.
Goose. Met.
Almost out, but he manages to keep it in. Keegan Johannes. Matanzima again. Offload is on.
Go back for the penalty.
And it's a knock. We'll go back for the penalty. Matanzima, the dam wall opened up for him. Just had to get that offload going. Was a tad too high.
Yeah, it's just involved. He
Could
loves
have been a try for Jacques van Rooyen.
Yeah, but Mark, the
With
bomb
about
squad.
20 meters to go. You back the tight head to score it.
Yeah, I do, Marcus. I do. He's quick, like you said. But that scrum. Let's go back to that scrum. How we have this penalty. Well, what a scrum. The blue bomb squad showing their dominance. It's just poetry in motion at Loftus Versveld. What a time to be alive. Friday Night Lights.
Shout out to Jacques van Rooyen, who's made the switch from loose head to tight head due to how busy that loose head room was, just to open up and give us some more depth options. He's such a good ball carrier. He's a primary ball carrier for us. So if we can utilize him there and he can play tight head and service a need for us, we've got a bit thinner tight head, more power to him. So well done to him making that switch at such a late point in his career.
Definitely.
Marcel Kutsia leaves the field to a standing ovation. Exceptional work, sir. You've been sublime.
Yeah, great first game back. Led the Warriors out. Led them like a warrior, isn't he?
VAS Steenkamp on.
VAS Steenkamp and also Marcus. We see Stravino Jacobs also giving orders in the number 23 jersey. It just keeps coming.
More time here. Shirley. Renokia. No, we don't. Keegan Johannes speeds it up. Harold Foster. We're 5 meters out. We switch the point of attack to and he scored it. Beautiful try. The acrobatics from Cornwall Hendricks, who's been simply sublime today, operating on the right-hand flank. He's been, had a big hand and a beautiful try we scored on that side. He's now scored one of his own, diving over 2 defenders, hurdling them. Beautiful.
The acrobats from the old man. Well, not the old man, but the acrobatics from the man in the number 14 jersey. He's been sublime. Every time he's got his hands on the ball, he's just been a great. Shows such impetus into the game. So wonderful try there by Cornwall Hendricks.
The second half as well for the Vodacom Bulls.
I think it's done now, Marcus. I think it's been done, but I think now it's.
He took a wonderful angle as well, cut through the defense like cake. Keegan Johannes, we seem to be doing or reveling and switching the point of attack. We're thriving on catching Western Province's defense out. And Marcus, a number of tries have been scored as a result of that.
And Marcus, how beautiful has it been to have, we spoke about it in depth before, the Cornell Hendricks line them up when Harold Foster on the pitch. It's different gravy. It's different gravy.
Different gravy indeed, as we almost approach a half century here at Loftus Versfeld. 48-19 with just over 10 minutes. There's still over 10 minutes to go.
Jeez.
Well, I'll tell you what, the question now is for Western Province, how does it feel to meet a juggernaut?
Yeah.
And I feel very, very sorry for the Sharks and the Griquas, whichever team is unfortunate enough to meet us right here at Loftus Versfeld next week. It's going to be a Everest-sized mountain to climb.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge game, Marcos. That, they're in for Griquas who've been so good this season. Sharks also found late form in the season, so it's going to be a big game. Who are you backing tomorrow? Griquas as well.
Andre Fenter's son, Andre Hugo Fenter, has taken the field as well in the number 16 jersey. He's one to watch out for.
Oh, yes, if he's Andre Fenter's son, he must have a hard nose. Yeah. That man was hard.
Yeah, proper physical. Epitomised the physicality of the Springbok onslaught. Hans van Rijn. Edwin van der Merwe, Sergio Peterson in midfield. Was it Namakaba? Yeah. Continue down the right-hand flank to DHL Western Province, going through the phases, looking for something. Been precious few opportunities for the men from the Cape. Again, the defense is up in their face, but Hans van Rijn splits it. He finds an opening. He gets the offload going. Timo Swill met by his opposite number, Johan Goosen. Strong tackle. Province continue to go through the phases, showing some patience. Ulrich Loh gets over it.
Go back for the penalty there.
Go back for the penalty.
Offside. 48-19, 10 minutes to go. Penalty to the DHL Western Province.
Do you think they take the points here?
Yeah.
Province looking for the line. Tim Swill. It's a good kick from the Province pivot. 5 meters, or just over 5 meters out. As we say that, Chris Smith takes the field. So does Ravino Jacobs, the Rocket Man.
Yes, Chris Smith in the game against the Lions, the game he started, he really was impressive, really also trying to give the competition to the guys ahead of him, and I was impressed with him, so great to see him getting some game time here.
I've been impressed with Madosh Tambwe, who's just left the field. He's put in a workmanlike, athletic performance. He's really getting back to his best. As we said, Lionel Mapu leaves the field, our man of the match so far.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
think he has been on another level. Raptures of applause in the grandstand for him from the non-playing reserves. Their job is done for the evening, and they've done it with aplomb. 9.5 minutes to go to Loftus Versfeld. The score's 48-19 in the Vodacom Bulls' favour. They've punched their ticket in the Carling Currie Cup final next week. More time for Western Province, and it splits open, and it's Fenter. Wow.
Does well
just
there.
Opens like the Red Sea.
Yeah,
Might as well call him Moses, and Fenter just finds the gap and dives over the whitewash.
Yeah, opens it up.
Western Province have pulled back a consolatory try here. 24-48 is the score now with 9 minutes to go.
Still recovering from Mark's comment there. I may as well call him Moses. Fenter at high, just twists and turns, and just in better body position there to get over the whitewash.
Good tackle fight there from Western Province's replacement hooker, as Tim Swill has fluffed the kick. So the score remained 48-24 for the time being.
Yeah, but so essentially right now we are double the points of DHL Western Province. Pity. Keep the comments coming. You can win the 1997 replica kit delivered to your doorstep.
In order to do that, please comment and share the post. That is crucial if you want to win that jersey. Chris Smith with the ball in his hands, looking to restart here at Loftus. 48-24. It's a cricket score.
It definitely is. I think the approaches would be proud of the score.
I think they'll be jealous. Good tackle from Cornel Hendricks off the restart. I've been very impressed with him on the right wing. And if he can play right wing, it means we can play Harold and Lionel in midfield.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. That just sets us, it bodes well going into URC as well.
Province looking to play out of their 22-meter line. Not very successful so far. It's again playing with fire here, Western Province, but they've come away with the penalty at breakdown. Again, they tap and go. Here comes Masimla. He's off to the races. He gets the pass out wide.
Tristan
Dan du
Lades.
Plessis- Oh, it's Tristan Lades who's stuck onto the field.
Oh, twinkle toad, isn't he?
Province have possession now inside the Vodacom Bulls half. They're on the front foot. Going through the phases now, the men from the Cape. Sweel keeps it himself. Ruan Nokia had to make that tackle, and he did so. Try-saving tackle from Ruan Nokia. Jacques van Rooyen. Beautiful hands to maintain possession of a difficult ball to handle. Johan Goosen will look to clear, and he does so. And Vodacom Bulls escape again. They've done so well to get out of jail there.
Yeah, the roars cry around here at Loftus Versveld. They know that is it. That must be it now. You know, the non-travelling reserves, the Bull staff that are all lucky enough to be
Joey
here.
Mangalo
Joey Mangalo.
going ballistic, losing his melon on the sideline.
Biscuits long gone.
Just another word on Ruan Nokia. He did so well to hang on and make that tackle. Tim Sweel looked like he was gone for all money and was going to score under the bar. Ruan Nokia wasn't having any of it. Managed to hold on, tough tackle to make, and force the turnover, or the mistake.
Definitely. Yeah, remember, Ruan Nokia is so strong at breakdown time, hey, Marcus. He can steal a ball for you. He can be
Through a keyhole.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense, a man that
Yeah.
tall to be so clinical at the breakdown.
tall timber. As Viapia mauling. It's moving.
But now it's inching towards the sideline. Masimla. Rickus Pretorius. Sravina Jacobs misses the tackle. Province heading towards our try line. Cornel Hendricks tidies up the kick. He beats the first man. He's
Bends
done
him.
very well. And the second.
Cornel Hendricks has had a breath, a gust of wind here in the second half. He's just been unreal.
I think he's drunken from the fountain of youth, Cornel Hendricks, before this game. Well, as I say that, he looks like he's down with injury, unfortunately. But he's put in a very good shift, workmanlike shift on the right wing.
Yeah, and definitely Marcus, hopefully he's all right, but he's a hard man, so hopefully it's just an ANA.
Yeah. We have exhausted our options on the bench, so hopefully he can continue. Looks like he's just in a bit of pain, but it's going to take a lot more than that to drag him off. Springbok, the veteran, former Vodacom Bulls captain as well. He's stuck up his hand in the absence of a number of leaders that were out.
Yeah,
He
so
certainly
many
is a
leaders we
leader.
have. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of leaders, Marcus. We're blessed in that regard, aren't we?
That's all credit to our recruitment strategy this year and last, bringing in a lot of leaders, veteran players. They talk about Lionel Mapu, Cornel Hendricks, and you look in the Johan Goosen.
Yeah, and then you put that together with our youth. It's just going to be. It will be magic. That's why we've got a couple of magicians on this field as we go. As I say, forward pass.
Go back for the penalty. 4 minutes to go.
Thought a little bit of King Johannes magic we were about to see there, Marcos.
Yeah, I just want to see us get on the north side of 50 here. That would be a dream come true in a Carling Curry Cup semi-final.
That would be a statement. No, I'm not saying this isn't a statement. This is a statement enough. But if you go north of 50, half a century, I mean, a Curry Cup semi-final against our supposed, like I said, supposed derby rivals, it will be unbelievable.
Chris Smith finds his mark. Line out Vodacom Bulls. Just 3.5 minutes to go. Let's hammer another nail into that coffin.
Yeah, relentless. Keep that
Yeah.
foot.
Relentless. It's a perfect word to describe this performance. Jacques du Plessis at the front of the line out, Vodacom Bulls. They've found some space, but the penalty at ruck
off
time, I
feet.
think we're off our feet. The ruck, it looked like Jacques du Plessis Beautiful catch and a great offload. Looks like Matanzima the guilty party. Some creativity on the sideline there from the Vodacom Bulls.
Timo Sewell goes for the banana kick again. Not too bad. Just under 3 minutes to go in the second half. Bulls are 48-24 up at Loftus Versfeld.
Last opportunity to win that Vodacom Bulls jersey. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you share if you want any chance of winning that jersey. 2.5 minutes, Western Province, here they come. Last chance saloon for them. They've come a long way to get beaten by a big margin. Similar. Van Rijn, big hits on him. The hits keep coming. Jacques du Plessis with another one. They'll keep throwing the kitchen sink at the Vodacom Bulls.
Not the kitchen to the sink.
No. They're up for the boot.
Oh,
Stravino Jacobs has
The
done
Rocket Man.
so well.
that's what he's so good at, isn't he?
Done very well to clean up there. Now we go through the phases. Matanzima almost breaks the line. Half break from the reserve loose head prop. Jacques van Rooyen plays scrum off. Harold Forster opts for the boot again. Has it gone out on the full? It has. Slices off the boot.
I was about to say, unlike you about that, but Harold Forster is such a stylish rugby player. I really like the look of him. He really is. And I think he's another man we should be looking at in that Springbok setup in the future, because he really is. I don't know. He reminds me of like a Luke McAllister kind of a rugby player. Very stylish. Great ball carrying ability.
Elevated skill set.
Elevated skill set. Yeah, he really is good.
Criminally underrated, in my opinion, is Harold Forster. Has been his whole career. Created a lot of magic playing for the Lions. He's doing it here at Loftus. Line out for Western Province on the halfway line. They find their man. 1 minute to go in this Carling Currie Cup semi-finals. Dished up a lot of entertainment. Not maybe one for the purists, but here goes Edwin van der Merwe down the right side. You back him to score. He had Cornell on an island there. Unfortunately, Cornell Hendrick still nursing an injury from earlier. Not much he could do about that.
Yep.
One-on-one with Edwin van der Merwe. No one's winning that battle.
Yeah, you expect nothing less from Edwin there to finish that off. It was actually it came from a mistake from Juan de Jong from a helter-skelter pass, which Edwin cleaned up, kicked ahead, and then picked up and obviously just went around.
Unfortunately, that will be the last play of this Carling Currie Cup semi-final. The HL Western Province managed to grab a consolation try via Edwin van der Merwe. Are we going to have a restart with 20 seconds left on the clock? Tim Swill wasted no time in sinking the conversion. So Province obviously want to play. 11 seconds to go. Vodacom Bulls will walk very slowly to the halfway line.
That 48-31 now looks. It doesn't look like the 24 we previously mentioned.
I think the scoreline flatters Province quite a bit there. They've managed to score 31 points.
Yeah, a couple of runaway tries.
Yeah.
Marcus, the hooter goes.
Hooter goes at Loftus.
Where we going?
And that signals our entry into the Carling Currie Cup final to defend our crown next week against either the Sharks or the Griquas.
Number 24 on the horizon.
Johan
Die
Goosen
Curriebeker.
restarts very deep for Dion Fourie. He'll carry back with interest. He was a man on a mission. Good tackle by Matanzima. Here go Province again. They've looked to play from deep quite a lot. They've been brave in the second half. Hasn't always worked for them, but they have clocked up 31 points on the scoreboard. Fenter carries.
The DJ playing some great songs here. Loving to hear.
Dylan Lades.
Yep. To the Lades. Here we go. Met with the plum there. Western Province, obviously just pure pride now. It's all pride, and they're not going to kick this ball out, are they? Big carry there. But looking for sure. Yes, Shirley Peterson. So a short ball to front of him. Oh, it's spilled.
David Krill smashes Edwin van der Merwe. And look at that. Chris Smith looks for a kick for Jan Goosen. He goes on the edge of it. It would have been a truly romantic ending to that game.
Into the finals we go.
Into the finals we go. Carling Currie Cup, beautifully, almost the perfect ending there for the Vodacom Bulls. The kick from Chris Smith looking to find Johan Goosen on the edge. Final score here. Loftus was 48-31, and I think we spoke about how the scoreline slightly flattered the men from the Cape. A lot of, as you said, against the run of play tries, runaway tries.
Yeah, even the first half, Joe mentioned about the runaway tries. We just nullify that, but it's fine. At the end of the day, we're on the right side of the scoreboard. We played great rugby today. We were on top of them from minute one to the end, and lovely to see us take that confidence into the next game. Mark, I think the winner of the 997 replica is going to be Mr. Bromley. He gave us a lot of good questions, a lot of great comments, or especially with I love the bomb squad comment, and he was so right. With the bomb squad did make the difference at the end of the day. So Mr. Bromley, that is yours, Mr. Mike Bromley. You win that 1997 replica kit, so we will be in contact.
Congratulations, what a prize to win. Speaking of bomb squad, what a shift from those men, especially the guys in the front row. Matanzima, Jan-Hendrik Wessels had to come on a lot earlier than he thought he would, and he had another great game. Jacques van Rooyen was brilliant at tight end, and Jacques Duplessis put in a very strong shift himself. And I was really impressed with that bomb squad.
Yeah, it was really impressive. And don't forget Keegan Johannes as well. They really rounded the game up, and they dominated Viopia, and they just took us over the line. Yes, like we said, scores a bit flattering to Viopia, but 48 points, we'll take that.
We were expecting a tight, as we said, pragmatic, tight tussle. Really had Loftus Versfeld. Symptomatic of just about any Currie Cup semi-final we've ever seen. It's always close. The margins so much smaller. Margins for error so much smaller. But this was an absolute try-fest. Just throwing the ball around, scored some beautiful tries. Lionel Mapu, our man of the match, was sensational in the wider channels. And as a result, I think... And
Marcos, just as a quick one, it looks like Rowan Nokia.
I did mention him as well because I thought he was brilliant. Try-saving tackle here as well, and Tim Sweel, just workmanlike always is the 6 foot. He plays well above his age, punches above his weight. He's not an overly massive lock, but he's such a workhorse. Gets through so much work, makes so many tackles. KK, it's been an absolute privilege to commentate this semi-final with you. And that's it. The Vodacom Bulls have punched their ticket into the Carling Currie Cup final next week. They'll play either the Sharks or the Griquas. I shudder to think, I would not want to be in either of those team shoes to going up against this juggernaut here at Loftus Versfeld, the Hello Grounds next week. With that being said, the game has ended 48 points to 31 in favour of the Vodacom Bulls. We will see you right here, Bullseye commentary for the Carling Currie Cup final.